Fucking Harry Osborn. I I often think about I think about this a lot. One of the funniest things in Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not an intended joke, and it's not even like a funny line delivery or some weird thing. One of the funniest things to me in Amazing Spider-Man 2 is they do a thing. So Harry Osborn is in the movie. It's he wasn't in the first one, he's introduced in the second one. Not only is he introduced in the first one, he also goes through the entire Green Goblin metamorphosis in the second movie. And Harry Osborn starts as a normal guy, normal cute guy, and then he turns into Goblin Man because he has like this degenerative disease. It's like hereditary. So he gets it from Norman, his dad. His dad's like on his deathbed, and he's like, "You're gonna fucking die." Harry is like, "I need Spider-Man's blood because Spider-Man has regenerative properties." And then Peter, as Spider-Man comes along, he's like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And he's like, "Hey, can you give me your blood?" He's like, "No." And then he captures Spider-Man at one point and takes his blood forcefully, and he uses it on himself, and it fucks him up. He turns into the Green Goblin. Like, his skin gets all gross, and like his hair just gets like it is very clear this is like a permanent change down to his DNA. He is fucked up. He is the Green Goblin. And and then he's defeated, but the problem is they're gonna do a Sinister Six movie. So they can't get rid of Green Goblin if they're gonna do a Sinister Six movie. So they have to keep Harry around. They justify this. I'm like actually gonna cry. They justify this by doing a post-credits scene where Harry walks out from a shadow talking to this guy, and the guy, I don't even know who it's supposed to be. I can't even remember. But the guy says, he looks at Harry, and Harry is just normal ass pretty boy Harry again. And the mysterious guy says, hey, he says something along the lines of like, "Oh, I see you've cleaned up a little bit," or like, or he makes reference to the fact that Harry is supposed to be like fucked up and like extremely messed up, like physically, and that he looks better now. He makes reference to that in some way, and Harry's response to justify it is, and I fucking quote, "It comes and goes." I revel in it. I revel in the fact that that was what they did. Like, honestly, to a point, I kind of respect it because they knew. They knew there was no sort of like ass backwards science, like pseudoscience, fake explanation kind of way they could explain how Harry Osborn went from one thing to the other just so that they could get like good-looking Dane DeHaan back for marketing. So they just kind of didn't. I can imagine they were like in the writer's room, like tearing their hair out. They had to have been thinking like, "Oh my God, what did we do? We need Dane DeHaan back. We need Dane DeHaan's good-looking face on our poster again." But now he's fucked up. He's the Green Goblin. We didn't take that into account. What are we gonna do? And then one guy named like Thomas just stood up and he said, "Y'all, it is 3 a.m. I have a wife that is like 2 late nights away from leaving me and taking the kids. I need to fucking get home. It's made up. It comes and goes." And then he walks out of the room and they all just sit in silence for like 10 minutes. And then Mark Webb is just like, "Yeah." Amazing Spider-Man 2. I cannot remember the last time I felt this strongly about it. This is like the reigniting of the revolution in my heart about It Comes and Goes. Like, truly, I don't know what's happening to me. What am I becoming? Don't worry, I'll be fine tomorrow. It comes and goes.